Virgo, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say very cool. I appreciate you for sticking around. Uh, if you're new to the channel or cross-watching, I'm JT. We're going to do a general reading again, okay? Like I always tell everybody, it's just energy, just cards. As far as dates and times are concerned, I don't believe the universe has a damn clue, okay? So what I'm getting at is that sometimes energies line up with you and sometimes they don't, okay? But we're going to find out what's going on in your energy. Don't forget, I just started the haiku poems. They are individualized and especially for your reading. So I do that right before your reading, okay? So I'm not trying to chase you off. I'm just trying to add something a little different and special to the channel, okay? All right, I'll lay out the cards and we'll go over the categories. I'll tell you individually what each card represents, at least in my interpretation, so take what fits, okay? I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I want to do this for transparency's sake. I'm not a very good shuffler at the moment right now. Virgo, I hope everything's working out for you. I wish for you love, money, patience, timing, all the wonderful things in life that you deserve, okay? All right, one more, maybe two more times here. Come on, what's going on? My cards are getting sticky here. I probably need to wash them off. All right, Virgo, I'm going to lay them out here. We're going to talk about your present energy, your crossing challenge. We're going to talk about the foundation, recent past, possibilities, the near future, self, the environment, hopes, fears, wishes, or worries, and the outcome and the direction. All right, Virgo, I've got your 3 poems ready for you. I'll be right back. Okay, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed those poems. They are made just for you. I feel like this reading is going to talk about the no settling for the halfway bullshit love. I'm just going to put it to you straight. Um, it's deeply self-respectful, but we're going to get into it, okay? Let's talk about this very present energy right here, okay? Your current energy, the 3 of Cups, right? This is opening up your year. This is reconnection. Someone's circling back into your orbit, okay? Um, I feel like you're going to step into this year with way more support than normal. Okay, more attention, more emotional availability. Um, Maybe this is the most you've seen around you in a very long time. Okay, I feel like there is somebody who wants to reunite with you. Um, I don't know. I just got this feeling like someone is wanting to celebrate with you. Someone wants to be closer, maybe than they're admitting to you. Um, I don't know. Someone from your past, maybe. I don't know. I kind of just feel like maybe you got somebody checking you out. You know, they're like, the social media vampire, 3 a.m. in the morning kind of style, right? Um, liking your old photos, maybe going back going back and liking like an old photo or something that you posted. I don't know, maybe this is like a friend or somebody that's, got a crush on you, or I don't know. This could also maybe represent like a third party who's trying to maybe re-enter the picture. That might be what I'm picking up on, but I feel like you got the upper hand in this situation, all right? Um, I don't know. There might be like a masculine in your energy who wants to invite you out as just friends, something like that. But maybe they feel a little bit deeper than what they're kind of letting on here. Okay. Um, I don't know. Maybe the chemistry's not platonic at all. I mean, only take what applies here. But we could be talking about maybe a feminine energy here too, who might be sending like some flirty emojis, at like 11 or something, 12. Um, this could be talking about you getting invited to like a celebration of some kind. This could be like a concert, or I don't know, like a big gathering or something, like a I don't know, some kind of I don't know what those what I'm trying to remember what that's called. Like Oktoberfest or some kind of an event, big event or something. We got a place like Rocklahoma or something like that, but I kind of feel like there might be something like that involved here. But I don't know. We could be talking about getting like into a group chat, you know, um, where someone starts flirting, kind of like publicly, something like that. It just represents kind of like this community, people around in a situation of some kind here. But I don't know, maybe you're noticing someone's watching your stories, like right after you post it, and it's like an immediate response, so you're kind of picking up on it. This could be talking about also maybe like a soulmate connection that's, about to take place here. Okay. As far as like money wise or something, this could be talking about a collaboration or like a group project or something like that that you might be working on that's going to bring in like a like that unexpected type of income. We could be talking about Pisces here. We don't have to be, but we could be. We're Cancer season. Maybe we're just around like a birthday celebration or something like that. As far as like the masculine energy here, we're talking about playful. It's flirty, kind of testing the waters, so to speak. And if we're talking about feminine energy here, we're talking about magnetic. It's got that glowing, socially irresistible type of energy. When I use the terms feminine and masculine, I'm not necessarily speaking of gender specific here. They're just energies. So, take what resonates with you here. As far as synchronicities are concerned, you could be like being invited to like multiple situations at one time. I don't know, take what fits with you, but for some reason, it's got that, like I think maybe you're going to have a synchronicity around like a wine glass clinking, something like that. Um, I don't know, the number 333, you could be seeing something like that. Maybe songs from your past or something. I don't know. Just take what fits. All right, moving on into the challenge card. We have that 7 of Cups energy. Okay. All right. So the 7 of Cups, I'm going to need to kind of give you like a little bit of a soft landing here. Take a deep breath, but this might sting just a little. But what I'm saying here is all about love. Okay. Your challenge is your clarity, filtering it out. You got way too many options, too many mixed signals. I think it's the too many what ifs kind of situation here. Excuse me. I feel like someone might be, just like confusing you on purpose here. Okay. Um, Maybe someone might be like texting you one day, they disappear the next. Um, a masculine energy. Maybe it's like, or maybe you feel like it's just keeping you, like as an option or something, while acting like you're the only one. Blah blah blah. I don't just take what kind of fits there on that situation. I hate to say it, like I said, I don't want it to be stingy, but that's you need to hear this. Um, if we're talking about a feminine energy here, you know, um, the feminine could be like posting these thirst traps, right, aimed at you, but they won't commit. So it's got that torn between two people, maybe one stable, one might be intoxicating. Hell, I don't know, but I don't know. Someone's online behavior just doesn't match kind of like their real life energy here. So it kind of leaves you in that unsure, if the connection is like soulmate level, or is this another effing trauma bond type level, right? Um, it's like a job opportunity that looks shiny, but maybe there's like some hidden strings behind it. You might be questioning whether or not to take this job because, right? It's got you're tempted, by like this a risky financial move or something like that, like crypto or, maybe even just gambling or playing the lottery or something like that. There's just got that little temptation involved there too, right? And so this has got that overwhelmed by all the choices and just like afraid of choosing wrong. Um, we could be talking about Scorpio season here, maybe around, October, November. This might be a significant date for someone there. Um, I don't know. As far as like a human behavior, this has got that avoiding direct answers, with all these cups, all these choices. So it's got that avoidance there. So they say, like, you know, I don't know what I want, or there's the breadcrumb. Okay. As far as masculine or feminine energies are concerned, masculine here would be like it's that indecisive and overwhelmed. And so if we're talking about the feminine energy, we're talking about the alluring. It's got that alluring effect, but like non-committal. Um, Somebody could be seeing, synchronicities. Might that this might involve like mirrors or dreams that are just kind of feeling like way too damn real here. Somebody could live in a place where there's like fog, a lot of fog or something like that. Just take what fits here. Okay, we're going to move on into the foundation, right? This is the Five of Swords, all right? I'm going to be gentle with this one. I feel like this is, I don't know, this is kind of like the part you might be avoiding, all right? But I think you need to hear this, okay? It's been conflict, ego, or someone trying to win, instead of loving you. Someone's got the ghosting control over you. We could be talking about a masculine energy, it's using that as like silence as punishment type of situation. I don't know. Not necessarily super vindictive, but it's just, I don't know. It's like playing a mind game thing, to test like whether or not you're loyal to the situation. Just take what applies, right? But this is definitely, the stalking, the social media, and that you're not getting the apologies. Past argument, maybe that still might be influencing, some situation or decision that you needed to make or want to make. It's got, I'm afraid of repeating old patterns for sure, but I feel like someone's regretting maybe how they treated you, okay? And they're just hiding that back. As far as like a financial situation, we're talking about maybe somebody betrayed you in that situation. It felt really unfair. Somebody didn't pay up their part, whatever. But as far as like timing here, we're talking about maybe Aquarius season or something like that, when maybe you know the truth may have came out, somewhere around January or into February, something like that. Um, yeah, this has got the replaying old conversations in the head. They want to reach out, but maybe fearing the rejection of it. So as far as the excuse me, as far as the masculine energy is concerned, we're talking about it's got that defensive kind of energy. And if we're talking about the feminine, it's definitely guarded. Okay. Um, so yeah, like as far as synchronicities are concerned with this card, you could be talking about maybe seeing old screenshots, right? Old photos of you and this person or somebody, songs that remind you that about arguments, which I don't know what that might be, but yeah, just arguing with somebody here. Okay, moving on into here we go. If I can get my hand around it, the recent past. Get out of there. Again, like I said, take this with a grain of salt here, okay? But this part's a little messy, but I think you handled this a hell of a lot better than what you think you did, okay? This is definitely competition or jealousy, tension. Maybe this is multiple people wanting your attention, okay? And you're just kind of feeling like stretched thin, right? But I feel like someone may have gotten you jealous, because of your glow up, right? Maybe a third party might have interfered here, and so You felt like, you're having to compete for someone's time. Um, I don't know. Maybe this was you have maybe someone here might have had like multiple romantic interests all at once. Okay, this could have been definitely something like you know a, a workplace conflict or something that just kind of drained you out. Maybe you found out like your best friend or somebody was secretly competing um, with you or something like that. But I don't know. Someone may have got on your comments to see who else was like flirting. And so I kind of feel like it just left you just really drained, and pulled in way too many damn directions here. But excuse me, we could be talking about a Leo season here or something like, um, I don't know, a situation arising around July or August or something. And so maybe somebody has plans or something like this. And you've kind of posted this and somebody's picking up on that, right? So causing a little bit of shit in your area. But I don't know. And maybe they're just kind of like watching your reactions to it, right? So I don't know, maybe they're trying to one up you or something like that. But as far as the masculine energy is concerned here, it's definitely competitive, and the feminine energy is fiery for sure. Okay, somebody could be like images of red flags, fire imagery, repeated numbers like 555, 515, angel numbers, something like that, indicative of like the conflict. The five usually represents some kind of conflict in your situation here. Okay, but moving on now into the possibilities, right? This is a flirty text out of nowhere. Okay, and I feel like it might be someone younger than you. It doesn't have to apply, but just if it does, cool. But we're talking about this youthful energy, that's definitely showing some interest here. Um, this is a masculine energy. It sends a late night text, hey, what's up? But we could be talking about also a feminine energy that that may have, they may have posted something that's just clearly aimed at you. Okay. Um, yeah, this is a new crush entering your life. Okay. We could be talking about a new creative project, some way to start money. So, somebody could be, learning a new skill set or something like that. But this is definitely that, inspired to start something new, whether that's relationship or money or finances. Could be that someone wants to travel with you. Uh, maybe a friend group or something, or planning situation. But this has got that soulmate connection, beginning with that playful message or something like that. But definitely like an Aries season here. So we're talking, like the end of March, early April type area. So this can apply to somebody there. But this is excited, impulsive. It's got the eager to impress you kind of energy here. If we're talking about masculine energy, it's definitely bold. Okay, and in the feminine energy, definitely adventurous. Okay. As far as synchronicity, somebody could be seeing like feathers, fire emojis, a lot of emojis in your text. So pay attention to those, right? Sudden invitations to do things. Like I said earlier, you may have this multiple people trying to invite you to a place here. Okay. All right. Moving on into the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles now, right? This is a new job, new money, new stability, or a relationship that's going to become very real, right? This is maybe a job offer that's going to land, unexpectedly. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. Oh, chakra. Here we go. Um, yeah, like a I don't know, maybe like a masculine energy that really wants to invest in you. Maybe somebody's at work and you've got a great idea. Maybe you have a boss that's in the masculine energy, and you're sharing ideas or something like, or feminine energy, it doesn't matter. But this has definitely got the long term kind of an energy. But maybe you're going to receive some money from somebody, a financial blessing of some type, lottery or gambling luck, anything. This could be talking about like a brand new home. Somebody could have just purchased a new home, or about to move. Um, but it I feel like we're talking about this relationship with that Page of Wands here. So this could be definitely something becoming official, a soulmate connection or something becoming very grounded here. So We could also be talking about the earth sign, maybe Taurus. Doesn't have to be, but it could apply, or at least Taurus season. So something may be planned in the, you know, I don't know, early April to, the middle of March, something like that. It might apply here. But this is the, I'm going to show up. I'm going to follow through and make plans kind of, situation here. But as far as the masculine is concerned, this has got the stable type of environment. If it's the feminine energy, we're talking about like this nurturing aspect. Okay. Somebody could actually be like a coin collector here, or with synchronicities. You may know somebody who actually, enjoys collecting coins or keys, something like that. Maybe the color green is significant to somebody in that situation. Okay, moving on into the interpretation of the self, right? We have that Queen of Wands energy. This is the glow up again. And like I said, I feel like somebody is definitely seeing this presence in you. People want you. Okay, you're magnetic, confident. It's got that irresistible energy to it. So someone could be, becoming pretty obsessed with you at this time. I don't feel like it's like a negative energy here. It's just, you're glowing. Okay, this is taking control of your love life. You know, no more chasing. You're just going to start receiving. I feel like you're definitely becoming way more social. So you could find yourself, getting attention without even trying. Okay, this is this has got the leadership or creative success energy to it. I feel like you're saying no way more easily. Okay, you're setting boundaries. This is the I can flirt without fear. You know, I can flirt without fear. So if we're talking about the masculine feminine energy here, in the masculine setting, this would definitely be very bold. Okay, in the feminine energy, it's seductive as hell. Okay, yeah. So as far as synchronicities, we could be talking about like somebody may be a cat lover. They may have posters of cats or something like that. Definitely like sunflowers, flowers, and even fire signs. Right. Okay. We're going to move on now into the environment, and we have the Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfilled energy, right? Just kind of the generic version of this, but it's overindulgence. Okay, people want to please you. Uh, someone wants to spoil the hell out of you, and I really feel like it's that new page. Okay, that youthful energy, that new relationship. This is somebody fantasizing about you. Okay, this could be a feminine energy that dreams about you. This is the I get what I ask for. A long-term wish that you've had that's maybe coming about for you, a romantic confession, a financial blessing that's going to come through, any of those things. Definitely that soulmate reunion, right? We could be talking about Pisces season here as well. So February, like middle of February and the end of March, around the end of March, that type of season might be significant for somebody here as well. But it's definitely for the masculine energy, we're talking about indulgent, and for the feminine energy, it's definitely got that dreamy, type of situation. I get the hint that maybe, somebody's smiling every time they see you. Okay, and they soften up when they're around you. So just kind of keep that in mind. Um, yeah. So moving on now into the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, and we've got the Hermit. All right. Definitely that Virgo, right? Look, this is Tinder, so I'm gonna slow the roll here. But you want love, but you're fearing repeating these old patterns, okay? And you want a connection, and you need that safety in your life. I get it. So this is like pulling back. Maybe when you get too close. So it's got that maybe a little bit of fear of abandonment in that situation. But it's because of fear of choosing wrong, right? You want that soulmate. You don't want somebody to be the, you don't want to be the placemat. You're not a placeholder for anybody in a situation like that. So it's that I need emotional safety. Um, I need the healing from the past, not betrayal anymore in your life, right? So it's definitely afraid of being misunderstood or, you know, You want somebody who gets you, learn. So it's learning to trust again. Um, you know, overthinking, overanalyzing, and so you withdraw to protect yourself, right? So as far as the masculine energy is concerned, it's definitely, it's got the introspective, right, shining the light on the situation. And if we're talking about the feminine, it's being very cautious here. Okay, so um, as far as synchronicities are concerned, definitely quiet nights, right? Maybe the number 9 for some of you. Okay, we're going to move on now into the outcome and the direction, right? You're ending 2026 stable, okay, loved, respected, and secure emotionally, financially for some of you, right? This has definitely got the long-term relationship that's formed, and for the masculine energy, it's like uh, them choosing you fully. Okay, it has that. Um, it has definitely, receiving promotion, becoming financially independent. You could be like building a home or moving, something like that. And I feel like it is definitely that, attracting that soulmate level partner. The I don't know, the perfect dynamic, right? Perfect duo here. Uh, Feeling grounded, confident. No more settling. We could be talking about Capricorn season here, right? Um, yeah, I'm saying like this is prioritizing your peace, all right? Attracting mature love. So if we're talking about the masculine energy here, it's definitely committed. And if we're talking about the feminine, energy, it's got abundance. Okay, somebody could be seeing like earth signs here. Maybe like green colors, some kind of stability type symbols or something like that. Virgo, this is a beautiful reading, and here's the thing. This is like you're no longer going to settle for half effort type love, right? No more half commitment. This is stepping into the version of yourself that's grounded, magnetic. This is deeply self-respecting. Like I said, the universe, I feel like, is matching that energy, with real life opportunities. Okay, definitely love, money, stability coming your way. Okay, uh, we could have been talking about someone from your past, right? Maybe trying to re-enter, but I feel like you're not the same person, right? You're clearer, you're stronger, you're more intuitive. So I feel like you're going to know who's real and who's just word salad and a bunch of damn noise. Okay, this is a breakthrough year. New job, a raise, a move. Or definitely the major blessings coming. We saw that with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's divine offerings, right? So. Um, Attracting someone who sees your worth, okay, and without needing to be, convinced of it. So Virgo, I feel like this is just an absolute beautiful reading. I hope you got something from it. I hope it was confirmation for some of you. Um, if it was, leave your comments, okay? Let me know, okay? And anyway, I love you. I respect you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, would you give it a thumbs up? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscription button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you get the next readings, all right? All right. Peace, love, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. Bye bye.